problem that you just worked on your own, did you realize when you moved the other terms to the left-hand side that you had to arrange them to put them in standard order? And did you get for your answers n could be +2 or -1? If you didn't, you need to go back to the video number 2 and figure out what went wrong. We're ready for number 3. It's already equal to 0, so I don't have to move anything, and it's already in standard form. It starts with p to the second, p to the first, and then your constant. So you're ready to factor. Now, if you use the guess and check, you're going to bump the 2 to the end and make it p squared plus 3p minus 18 when you do the 2 times 9 is equal to 0. So remember, we took the 2 to the end, and we're going to have to put that back when we get to the end of this one. But now I know that I need two factors that multiply to make -18. So something times something that makes -18. But at the same time, they will add to +3. So I'll give you a second to think about that and decide what number should go in these blanks. Did you come up with 6 and -3? Because 6 times -3 makes -18, and 6 plus -3 makes +3. So that is the only factor pair that will work. If you have the negative on the 6 and the positive on the 3, those would add up to -3 instead of +3. So your answer would be incorrect. You must use +6 and -3. So that's what we're putting in our parentheses. The p squareds will both be p, and we're using a +6 with a -3. And then we can put our bottoms back. The 2 is what we multiplied by, so now we're undoing that by dividing. And we're going to see if they reduce, and 6 over 2 does reduce to +3. 3 over 2 does not reduce, so I'll move the bottom to the top there. That's why we call this the bottoms up. And now I'll make sure that it's factored correctly. P times 2p is 2p squared. 3 times -3 is -9. The middle term of 3p comes from 3 times 2p added to p times -3, which is 3p. So I'm correct. This is factored correctly, and I'm ready to find my two answers. If p plus 3 is 0, this value would have to be -3, because -3 plus 3 would make this part equal to 0. If 2p minus 3 is 0, now some of you prefer to write it out like this, 2p minus 3 equals 0, and actually go through the steps of solving so that you're getting the p by itself and figuring out that p is 3 over 2. Some of you prefer to just use the pattern that happens every time. Whatever number is here that's added or subtracted, if you'll give this number the opposite sign, it was a -3, you can see in the answer now it's a +3. And if there's a number in front of the p, it always goes on the bottom to divide. These are my two answers for p, -3 and 3 over 2. Now you need to work number 3 on your practice sheet.